Hi everyone, I'm Jess and I am the School Liaison Officer here at TyneMet. So today our theme is hair and beauty, and I am joined with the lovely Marie, who's going to talk to us all about her career, how she kind of got into the industry, and any top tips for anyone who's thinking about doing the same. So Marie, we'll start off very simply. So what is your job title?
Hi everyone. So I'm the apprenticeship assessor in beauty therapy, but I do also have my own hair and makeup business as well, like alongside that.
Fab. So, did you always know that you wanted to end up kind of in hair and beauty? Did you know that was something you'd always be interested in? Like throughout school, had you thought, I know I want to go and open my own kind of business in hair and beauty, or was it something you kind of fell into later on?
I think I've always been interested in hair and beauty, and it's always been like something I've enjoyed. Like I've always enjoyed doing my own makeup and looking after my own nails and things like that initially. And originally, when I came to an open evening actually at the college, that's what got us interested in actually doing hair and beauty. So I ended up enrolling on what at the time was called the Combined Hair and Beauty Therapy course. So I did that as a full-time student. In the past, I mean, at school and things, I think I was always like quite arty and interested in that side of things. And I think you do have to have a little bit of a flair as well to be
Definitely.
successful in this sort of industry.
So obviously you've spoken there a little bit about how you kind of went to college and did the combined course, which I think is really nice for students to hear a little bit about kind of how you actually got into it. So you've answered that kind of part of my next question really in terms of your route into your role now, but how did you end up kind of assessing at the college and being an assessor and getting your own business as well? How did that kind of happen?
So over the years, after leaving college, I've worked in like loads of different salons and spas. I moved to Harrogate. I worked in the academy there, which was like a big health spa and gym and everything, and just got like a load of experience first, because I think when you first leave college, that's so important in gaining like the experience and learning all different areas. And it's such a vast area, hair and beauty, that you can go in so many directions, like it opens so many doors. So I did that first and got a lot of experience, and then actually the college actually asked us to come back and teach on a night time. So I did my teaching, and I did that on a night time, and I also worked in the salon at the same time. So I had that little bit of experience, and then eventually I ended up teaching full time, which I suppose at the time it wasn't something that I'd ever thought that I would go into, but I sort of fell into it and I really enjoyed it. So I ended up being a full-time lecturer in the beauty therapy department, and I did that for about 10 years. So after that, I'd always wanted to have my own business, I think. And so after I'd done that for 10 years, I thought, oh, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it, type of thing. So I went off and I did my own business and ventured out in that way. But I sort of missed the teaching, and I did miss the college and
Yeah.
the whole thing of like, you know, with the students and everything. So I applied for a job as an assessor and I got the job. So I came back as a part-time assessor for the beauty therapy department, and I still do my own business as well alongside. So I've got the best of both worlds at the minute, really. So it's a little bit more flexible, and I'm doing a bit of both. So I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, that's amazing. I feel like that sounds ideal, like being able to kind of have your business, but also getting that kind of interaction with students and things like that. Obviously, if you were a lecturer for 10 years, kind of in that department, you'll know the department really well, you'll know the staff really well, and I think you clearly like love that kind of having that relationship with the students and things as well. So that's great. So I'm not sure, kind of, I've asked this question to other kind of people that we've interviewed, and there never seems to be an answer to it. But could you take us through what a typical day might look like for you? Probably kind of pre/post COVID times, obviously, but what kind of might that look like for you normally?
Yeah, so I think the reason why there's no black and white answer to it is because particularly with apprenticeships, every day is different. But just to give you like a little overview, I suppose, first thing I do is check my phone for messages from students, see if there's anybody phoned in sick or anything like that. I check my emails, work through them. I liaise with like the sales team and like the functional skills team for appointments and any new students that might be coming on, and any areas where we've got to set targets for students or get tests done, exams done, that sort of thing. Also MIS is a big part of my job. So like I'll speak to the girls in the office and for enrollments and things like that as well. And then other than that, I would be out on the road visiting salons, talking to salon owners, going into salons, assessing students. And generally, I bring the students in once a week to do like a taught session as well. Because I just feel like, I know when they're doing an apprenticeship, most of their learning is in the salon. But I personally feel like, because I'm from a teaching background, I feel like it works really well by giving them just that like structure, and just even if it's just like a half a day structure or 1 day a week structure, for them to learn something and just feel like they're part of the college as well, I suppose. So I tend to bring them in about once a week, do that, and then go out and assess them in the salon. So yeah, I think every day is different, but generally those are the umbrella jobs that I tend to focus on each day.
Oh, amazing. So obviously kind of coming off from that then, so with the, maybe it could be the assessing side of your role or more kind of surrounding your actual business, but was there anything about your job as it is now that surprised you about kind of the job, or anything that maybe you didn't realize would be involved, or you didn't realize you might be responsible for?
I think with my job as an assessor in the college, it's so different to being a full-time lecturer. And when I applied for the job, I sort of seen it as the same sort of thing. I thought, oh, it's just going to be like what I was doing before. But actually, it's totally different. You're working quite independently, which the last time I was working like as part of the beauty team, now I'm sort of, because you're out on the road on your own, so it's a little bit more of an independent role rather than being part of like a big team like that. And everybody who is in what I call my team now is from different subject areas. So like, for example, I know the people from plumbing, I know the people from engineering, the admin people, who are all assessors, but they're assessing different roles in different areas. So yes, we're bouncing off each other and doing different things, but I think that's the thing that was probably more surprises, that I was sort of all of a sudden just like, oh, it's like a total independent role.
Yeah. I think that must be quite nice though, kind of being able to manage what you do and how you do it. Like you said, you can decide that actually I'm going to take the students into college, or I'm going to kind of work with them in the salons today, or whatever that might be. It's quite nice that you've kind of got the control to do that. So kind of moving on then, so what would you say you enjoy most about your job?
I think the best thing about my job is, one, that what you've just said, like you're sort of in charge of your own diary, and you can plan out your week and work your week so that it works best for you and works best for the students as well. But I think the best thing about my job is, and the most rewarding thing is like seeing the students be successful. So like just at the end, like when they come, I've got a few who are coming at the end of their time now, and they're just so comfortable in their roles. They're ready to be out in the salon as a full-time member of staff, and they've worked so hard, and you can see that. And I think that part of my job is just so rewarding, and that's probably my favorite thing. But the other thing is I get to see all the amazing salons in our area as well. We've got some really nice businesses and really nice salons, both hair and beauty. So, you know, I get to see that, and I get to go out and see everybody's new ideas and all of the new treatments that are coming out. And, you know, it just keeps me really current as well, and really it helps me thinking, wow, I want to do that and I want to be training that. And it sort of keeps the fire burning, I think, by doing that. So that's really nice.
Oh, amazing. I feel like I wish I could do like a tour of all of the salons around here. I feel like I will need to after COVID. I'm very, very desperate to go and get my hair done by someone who knows what they're doing. So if we kind of, obviously the whole point of these podcasts is to inspire young people who are looking for a career within hair and beauty, and kind of think about how we can support them in kind of making those informed decisions about what they're going to do next. So is there anything you wish that you'd known about the industry maybe when you were in school, or any kind of tips that you have that might be useful for young people looking to get into your career?
Yeah, I think really to be in this industry, you've just got to be a really hard worker, and you've got to be really dedicated to what you want to do. It's not easy, and it's not as glamorous as it looks from the outside. You know, it's hard work. It's on your feet all day. It's putting the effort in to get the rewards out. And I think to be aware of that initially takes so much pressure off the students. The other thing is that they need to be really enthusiastic, and they need to be a people person, because you've got to have good communication and be able to talk to your clients and be confident with that as well. Yeah. So I think just being like really open and you know, just being really enthusiastic and willing to work hard and push yourself as well, and always learning new things, and always being interested to learn new things, because the industry is constantly changing. You know, it's new treatments all of the time, new products coming out, new remedies coming out all of the time. So I think you've just got to be really open to change as well.
Definitely. I think that's so important, isn't it? Having a genuine interest in the industry and really wanting to be successful in it. And obviously you are somebody who is successful in it, and I think that's really nice. It's nice for students to kind of listen to you as somebody who has done lots of different roles within kind of the hair and beauty world, which I think is really nice, seeing that you can kind of jump from one thing to another and to something different. But it's all about, and I think it all boils down to genuinely being interested in it, and you can tell that you are. And I think that's so important for students, that they kind of are aware of that. But so that's kind of that then. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been
that's no problem. I've enjoyed it, and it's been nice to talk about the industry and how it's developing, and the students as well, and how well they're doing.